I should probably change the sound because it's low. I lower it for the Kingdom Hearts streams because I'm less likely to have muted VODs. But I'll turn it up so that we can hear some of the voice acting and some of the good music, even though I had turned down some of the music. I don't know if I'm the only one who's like this, but I don't like it when the music overpowers the voice acting. Okay. The Ultimate Despair, a group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Well, not necessarily. We still don't know who it is. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. I hope you have a key, because I don't. Rattle, rattle. It's locked, but... we have a way to open this door. She has a skeleton key. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Do I have to talk to her? Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we get to get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief because the real fight had just begun. The ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. That is the ultimate title. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath it. I had no idea we were so far down. Excuse me.
Hey.
Again, no voice acting. What the hey? Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. And now that you said that, I'm getting a little nervous. Can you imagine going up this really tall ladder and then being tired halfway through? Like, you can't take a break. Like, what happens then? Oh, whoops, I missed something. Something about keeping my mind off of things. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. They're not famous? Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So, yeah, that's weird.
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can overcome the uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort? Wait, But then who takes the credit for cases that have been solved? Moving on.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when we when was looking, when I was looking, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh?
I.
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, that reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reunited after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What?
I.
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it?
So.
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However.
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I wonder if that comes with like the resurgence of her memories, because she had amnesia. It makes sense. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not
However.
true. But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So.
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However.
But when the rest... Sorry. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we are no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul?
Hey.
No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Finally! I don't see a lock on there. I hope it opens. It's a really big door. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... This looks familiar. Looks like we're back.
Whew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. For not killing you? Yeah, let's not tell her we did kill her in one timeline. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? What if he throws us back into the garbage pit? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was? When? How? Why? Huh?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... No, I'm super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym. Let's get going. Let's go to the Mono machine first. I don't know if I can hang out with anyone, but that's where I'm going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Going to spend my money. Do-do-do-do-do. Ow, ow, there's posts everywhere. I gotta do my daily spending. Yes, give it a shot. I don't know, let's keep it under 75. Well, that's a lot of coins. We're gonna go through this in like 9 things. And a golden fish something. Boo! I should probably get going. Yeah, we were going to the gym. Funny that I get a pair of thongs because Calliope was saying how she kept getting thongs. I was like, oh, maybe we can wear them with the hand bras. Da, da, da.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh, he's mad.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much, but Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we gonna really be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What? I thought this was supposed to be okay.
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose? Hey! You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill
in
me.
other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
However,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected
Indeed.
development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being that could... of a being, sorry. I thought that was another typo, but no, that's just me who can't read. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you loved so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of
that
evidence?
doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some
That's
more.
right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
boom, boom.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. That's legit what I wanted to do. He would have been griped by the despair you so loved to
However-
inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed,
It's not you I'm trying to
Hey.
convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. That would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair
that's
and
what
square,
we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one
It's time for one last showdown, one final battle between hope and despair. That part was voice acted. Sadness.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown.
Oh god, he agreed. And we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting
You
end.
guys!
So, for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All of the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
barely
then
contain
that'll be enough to
myself.
qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well good, then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
Guys,
then you win. But if you can't,
Do all of that, we'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain myself. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this is all turning out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
what's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would mean that whoever killed Mukuro.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough fun. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? Oh no, and now you're laughing.
Now I'm really angry.
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to ya. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey! Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all getting your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper ultra extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. That's a lot of laughing. Oh dear, no pressure, but we have to uncover the mysteries of this entire school. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away, and just like that, we were out of the gym. Very quiet. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. You said that before, but what moment was that? Was I just not paying attention? So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The mastermind has been adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. Well, why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point.
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But, in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made out to be the killer. Made me out to be the killer. But even that
It's
didn't
true.
work. Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they've violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. Ultimate detective. She's the ultimate detective, Makoto.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least. I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiating and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. You're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this
Correct.
time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to
Hey.
win. But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. It's nighttime, so is everyone sleeping? Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find
Shall
the
we go?
others. They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? I mean, they're probably gone to bed. It's nighttime. But wouldn't it be funny if they were in the cafeteria? Let's go to the dining hall. I don't know if that's where they are, but it's a good first place to check for a large group of people. Or maybe they're all doing their laundry. I'm actually not sure. To the dining hall. And suddenly we were greeted with... I think Monokuma's broken. You again. What is this language you're speaking? Is he broken?
Ooh,
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Geez, what the heck? I didn't even know like how to pronounce any of that. That was just complete gibberish.
however,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah,
Is that Makoto?
finally! Some voice acting.
You guys!
It is! There's
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Aw, Makoto.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? I just came out of the garbage chute, Byakuya. I need a shower.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up. Who do I talk to first? Do I talk to everyone else? Do I talk to Kyoko?
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with
Yes.
Monokuma. Explain? Explain what?
Hmm.
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches
It's
you?
true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I did not. I didn't... like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived. Contrived? That's the same as like conceived? By the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to. Did what he had to stop it. I'm waiting for the caffeine to kick in.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? You made it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black End is to be executed. The mastermind broke his own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean he really did break the rules? They have no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last class trial, when you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So, our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other
Interesting.
words, one final decisive battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all of school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Great, thanks for the vote of confidence, Kyoko. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. What? You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough fun. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like
in
that.
other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't just say that for sure that that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we cannot ignore. Yeah, I mean, there's an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret?
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way we could have had all of the... Oh my gosh, words are very difficult for me this morning. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ding dong, ding dong.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
A way to break like a like a fourth wall, because we had the bad ending and now we're going towards the true ending.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Cool.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Is there a time limit?
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
That's a very different laugh.
Hmm?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your own responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Hi, Rat! Hello, hello! How goes the Danganronpa? The Danganronpa goes well. We are in the final chapter, and I am excited for the second half of the class trial. I have a little surprise. I have a little surprise at the end, and I'm excited. How is Rat? How was your day? After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Sleepy, just waking up. Did you have breakfast or the caffeine yet? Come on, kitty, I hear you yelling. Come on. You got this, good girl. Hi. Did you sleep well? I hope you slept well. I have the caffeine. Good. So it's getting there. I'm waiting for the caffeine to kick in. I keep tripping on my words today. And I don't know if it's like the mild congestion, but I'm having a hard time doing the voices I usually do. Needs more water. I need more water. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone? And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Are we legit all separating? Is that what's going on? Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? How about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall, and once again, it's just us
Indeed.
two. Oh, I thought Kyoko had left. I know that feeling when it comes to try to do the voices. I don't know what it is. Today in particular, I thought I had a Kyoko voice like the first sitting, and then the consecutive sittings, I don't even remember where it came from, so I can't replicate it. Do I talk to her? Where are we going? Hey, leader, where are we going? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right,
However-
Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our researches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together. That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as our splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's
So
right.
then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So, we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Here I am, but I probably shouldn't be. Okay, so what chapter are you at, Caliphie? You're probably at that really ambiguous case, right? You finished 3 last night. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to the top floor and work my way down. I think that's what I feel like doing. I know who dies in the next 2. Oh yes, because you saw it here. Live in person. Oh, but not the killers. Oh. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until this point. The headmaster's room, the biolab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Oh, look at that. He wrote it all down for me. How nice. Okay, wait, this is chapter 6. I think that's... Wow. So chapter 5 we did on Friday with the explosion. Now we're at chapter 6, and we're trying to uncover the school's mysteries. Same body, because we were... oh my gosh. We were voted out as the killer, but we're not the killer. And we called out the mastermind on it. Like, hey, you can't execute someone who's not the killer. Why are you breaking your own rule? Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Tarps? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Oh, so cold. Why is it so cold here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's icicles hanging from the monitor. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall, and on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. To what? Because there's dead bodies. It's over there to the right. It's a morgue. Kid doesn't watch enough TV. There's some kind... Yes. Only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, does that mean that there are bodies in the ones that the lights are on? Some kind of weird machine. Okay, Makoto, what else do you want me to look at? The desk? There's some kind of booklet here. Sweet. Instruction manual. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. Who worded this manual? In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. I have a good computer lady voice, thank you. It literally sounds like there's a dystopia outside. Yes, it does. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Ooh. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Okay. Can't let my emotionals can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and there's 7 lights. How many are we right now? Makoto, Kyoko, Hina, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, and then the 7th person who we need to figure out. Leave the area, I think. I think I'm done looking around in there. Maybe this is just how things are now. It wouldn't be the first game where characters are kidnapped and frozen and used later. No, no. We didn't see that Zero escape. Oh wait, I don't need to go in here. I don't need to go in here. Biolab. There was the garden and the dojo. I'll do those last. Too late now, you're in there. No, I left. The classroom nobody uses, literally. I want to go to the headmaster's room. We wanted to come in here 2 chapters ago. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Oh, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya, it's you. Of course you'd come into the headmaster's room. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Almost like someone was fucking around. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Ooh, fancy. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a surveillance camera. What? No coins? I'm poor.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto, are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you? Hey, we split up. I'm just looking around. Do you want to talk? Oh, jerk who messes up with crime scenes. It's you, Pout.
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Oh my gosh, fine, I'll talk to you. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? I like something interesting. What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. Class number 78 student roster. Ooh. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry.
Hmm.
It contains profiles of all of us. And
So
Mukuro.
in other words,
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's file in Kyoko's room,
I see.
that's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, that must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. Also, she probably didn't have much, faith in how long I could distract Monokuma. He's so needy. How'd she get in there before it was unlocked? Do you want me to tell you? I know the answer. It was said. I think I remember her having a skeleton key. She does have a skeleton key. The answer is Sakura. Well, since she's stuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in she was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page. Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. Ooh. What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Ooh, do tell. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. No battle wounds or scars. Interesting. You're the one who wanted a conversation, you jerk. He would have eventually read it if you left it on the desk. I would have read it if he didn't want me to talk to him. But no, he had to call me out on looking at the desk before talking to him. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class, number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97... Taller than me and 97 pounds, I wish. And it even lists her vitals: 31, 22, 32. 31, not 21. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Dummy Byakuya. I think he wants you to compare stats to people in your notes. Yeah, I'll do that later. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Can I look at the desk now? Class number 78 student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? It's a good question, Makoto. I'm looking for coins. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a monitor. Of course there is. I looked at everything. Leave the area. To the data lab. To the library. I hope that door's unlocked. Makoto did, or no, Makoto.
Hey, Makoto.
Monokuma did say that he was gonna unlock all the doors. Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So, I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But,
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks. So, you open it. What if it does explode? That would really suck for me. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Let's do it. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Just kick it down. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? All right, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh, and the music stopped. There's little pop hearts on the monitor. That's cute. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What the hey? It looks like a cockpit. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about that weird device. But this is suspicious, Makoto. Whatever. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? That's what I was saying. Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
All right, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. You were worried that the door was gonna explode, but you're not worried about pressing a whole bunch of random buttons on a control panel you don't know what it does? The Kumas are like the FMP Fumofu army? I don't understand the reference. I don't know what that is. Oh, Full Metal Panic. That explains why I don't know what that is. I've yet to watch that classic. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel and saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center... that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Fine, I'll go look. There was a dude in there who took a mascot suit and turned it into an army tool. What? Wow, that's some dedication. All my students are in therapy sessions out of the room, so I have a few rare moments of free time. Welcome in, TC. I don't know, you might need therapy yourself after this game. I love these games so much, but they really do be depressing sometimes. They do be depressing, but like at the same time, the story is just so intriguing. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Boing. Hey! Rawr! Rawr! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What? Aw, man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling.
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really say anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct... Don't press that. Whatever you do, don't push
Too
it.
bad.
Aw, man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside controls the Monokumas. Who knew? Roar! Give me all your donuts!
Ah,
Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? It was Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? You were controlling just now. It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yep. It looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. So this explains why the mastermind can't keep track of where everyone is and control Monokuma at the same time, because someone poorly designed it so that the control room was separate from the camera room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't control us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true, but if that is true...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Can I look at the hat now? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean,
Well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like,
so,
you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Hatch!
um,
What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry. What the hey? There's a hatch. Whatever, I'm leaving. Whatever. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Oh, the door just locked on its own. What? You know, we could have ended this game here and now just opening that hatch, but no. My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Rattle, rattle. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room...
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense.
We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. That's because you didn't open the hatch. That looked clearly suspicious. Mad.
Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No. No way. The hatch on the floor? The one that I looked at twice and the game said you don't need to look at that?
Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating.
Wait a minute. If the hatch can't be opened from the outside, how do you open the hatch when you're not inside?
I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others.
Peace. Peace.
Um,
He's gone, but
so,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. There's one thing I'm good at. It's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you've got all motivated
You got
again.
it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later.
Hina took off at full sprint, and I have to go do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Oh man, I tried to check a locked door last investigation, and he was surprised when Aoi told him later it was locked. I was like... Gee, thank you. I figured it out for myself. Oh yeah, the door's locked. Really? What's this? Data center. It's locked. I can't go there. Oh, the exclamation points don't clear. Dorms. Dorm 1. And I'm going to dorm 2. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh. I don't know if the stairs are burnt or carpeted. The gate's open. We can finally check it out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. I have to do it. What a mess. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Freaky. What the hey? Is that blood on the floor? Yum. Are there doors here? This is a door. It's a bedroom. There's blood everywhere. Oh, I can look at the bed. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Oh, but it has money in it. It's good garbage. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Well, that was a waste of time. Actually, it wasn't a waste of time. I got 3 coins out of that. Should I go into the bathroom? This is the girls' bathroom. Even a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. It's not like anyone's using it. Boys' bathroom? Wow, this bathroom looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks so modern. Makoto's prude. The bathroom looks pristine. There's a giraffe in a locker here. Oh, hey, it's a locker room. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Oh gosh, I can examine all of them. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Okay. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. I don't think this locker's gonna open, but it has money in it. I wonder if I can open this one. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. All you have to do is use your e-handbook to open those up. So that means, let's just try it. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader and then, bzzz, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. You never know. Rattle, rattle. Bzzz. Okay, well, which one's mine? Jeez Louise. That one's busted. Rattle, rattle. Bzzz. Dang it. Where's my locker? Rattle, rattle. Makoto, can you just open up with the card reader? Are none of them mine? Lame. Okay, well, let's leave this area. Da, 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 da. Oh. Ooh, very modern looking in here, too. Look at all that alcohol. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has more of an adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Look at all that booze. Oh, and then he's got, like, coffee stuff, too. That's a chair. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. What? You telling me no student likes leather? Oh, I can't examine this. Lame. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Fine, I'll look at the computer by myself. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh, now she wants to talk to me. Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already
in
know.
other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best we could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Okay. What else can I look at? The desk? The desk is home to a computer. Must have belonged to the headmaster. It had money in it. There's clearly a secret door there. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze. There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. An open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all of his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this... Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just be sure.
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. PC. The desk is home to a computer. Well, use the computer, silly.
Silly bean, use it.
You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
Makoto, do it. If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep. Brrr. Hey, hey! What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko, wait for me. Don't do anything rash. Saw a lot of pipes and valves. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. There's a big old gift in here. A present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. There's probably a bomb in there. That's what made it so unusual. Let's look at that last. Just in case it's a bomb. I'd better check out that suspicious present before I do anything. Damn it, Makoto! There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of bad vibe from it. Better blow myself up first. A yuck. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why do you think it's dangerous? Because it's a giant, suspiciously wrapped present. No, not dangerous, but surprising. Probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Is it ice cream? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh! Okay. It's a dead body. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, Who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What?
What? Who is it?
I can 3 guesses who it is. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones? That body? That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? How do you know? This is Kyoko's father? Good morning, Maxie. The same man she's been searching for? Yeah, that was unexpected. How are you doing this morning? How would she... Right? How would you know? She didn't even look at the body. Like, how do you know it's your father? If you hadn't even... 1, you hadn't even seen the man since you were a child. 2, you didn't even do a body analysis of the bones. They could just be generic bones from the dollar store. I don't know. You slept really bad? Oh no. Do you have to work today? Do you have like... I don't know if you do like a Monday to Friday. I hope you have the day off. Yeah, you have work today? Oh no. Generic bones from the dollar store. Yeah. Like Halloween decorations. I don't know. How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with the 16 students, all the 16 participants, all of them students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Oh, my brain was thinking real bones. I'd be concerned if I find real bones at the dollar store. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those 2 ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in the school. He was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. You can't take any of your personal days? Do you not have any more left? Can I look at the desk now? The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this in case of emergency? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko. I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. You keep the skeleton key and I keep the emergency handbook. Together we can go anywhere. Is it really okay? You have them all left? Are you saving them for later? That's a nice looking desk. This filing cabinet seems like the kind that doesn't look like a filing cabinet. That looks like an armoire where you put your clothes. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. Like the picture on top of it. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, you're short-handed and you would personally not feel good about taking that. I completely understand that mindset, but you have to look out for yourself as well, right? Like if you're not in the headspace to go to work, you have to think like, is it more important right now for me to look after myself or go into work and like only be half there? I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to do his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Huh? This picture. Oh, the picture wasn't part of the armoire? Okay. Oh, gosh. I do not envy that position. I'm sorry, Maxie. I hope, like, the workday itself treats you well. But please take care of yourself as well. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Gosh, he's cute. Hey, Kyoko.
why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So, what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. He must have had a different reason than what her family was letting on for leaving.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Sure. A favor? What is it? Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, but maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory, and this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. I'll be in the locker room if you need me. I'm just gonna be next door. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was Hope's Peak's headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he is somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... They keep repeating the same sentences.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay. Enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to this mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Gotta take that picture frame and take whatever's probably behind it. Oh, maybe a key. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Kina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive, then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There has to be. I'm gonna go to the locker room. Bye! This is by far one of my favorite mystery parts, right? Just uncovering the entire mystery of why we're here and what's happened. Okay, I should be able to open all of these lockers now. I hope. Except the broken ones. That one looks broken. Open all the ones that did rattle rattle. I wonder if I can open this locker. Open the cart. You have an e-handbook to open those up. Blah, 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 blah. Don't use yours. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. But wait. What about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and beep. All right, just what I was looking for. Saying hi. Live from the laundromat. Hi, Dravery sir. How is it going? Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Oh, lame. Beep. Don't see anything that could be a clue. Ooh. This thing is practically empty. Practically. Not empty enough for me to say it's empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Oh, it's Kyoko's handbook. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era.
This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Huh. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. It's Drya time? That means you're halfway through laundry. That's exciting. What does this all mean? Oh my gosh. Picasso, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the jungle. Those alerts are forever gonna scare me. Never gonna change. I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Oh, like is this someone else's handwriting? Despair walked among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Huh. Huh. Okay, I have other lockers to look at. Can I open the broken ones? It looks like this locker is already broken. No. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across. Beep. Don't see anything that might be a clue. Lame. Oh, snap. This locker is totally disorganized. However, it belongs to whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Okay, looking at this, whose locker does it look like? If we had to choose one of the 16 of us, who might have a crystal ball? This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is that all I can look at? Okay, I can look at other things. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? He was held back a few times. Doesn't really say anything. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Vix, good morning. How are you doing? Locker notebook has been added to truth bullets. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, there's more. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? I think that's all I needed to look at. But the more I see, the less sense it makes, because these lockers, I mean, had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. A pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. I'm assuming I looked at everything. I mean, he found a pic of some of the other boys having a happy school life before. Why is he so surprised? I don't know. I don't know. Because he doesn't remember any of it. For all we know, it never happened. Do you think Kyoko still wants to be alone? Jessams! Holliums! Good morning! There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I'd better give her some more time. Oh, I guess she wants more time. Can I look at the laptop? This computer must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh, okay. Nothing here. Bye. Where should I go? I need to go back to the crime scene. So let's go to the 5th floor. And I'll go to the garden. That makes me sound delicious somehow. Holliums. Yums. Hey, the body's missing. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Oh. Oh, the body's gone. Guys, the body's gone. My Tuesday is awesome so far. Thank you for asking. Or hoping. I hope your Tuesday is starting off awesome. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I don't think the body's in the tool shed. They usually clean up after a murder. Bix, thank you for contributing to another baking stream. Hang on, I have a sneeze coming. Never mind, it didn't come. It left. It came and went. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body, but if it's not in here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? Hey! How did we not see that before? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says, Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab? Ah, yes, laundry. Currently between runs on that. Did you fold your laundry from the other day? Da 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 da. That's all I really needed to check here. Okay, cool. Let's go to the dojo next. You did? Good, good, good. That goes with the whole 1 day to wash, 1 day to dry, 7 business day to fold. Oh, Toko, is this where you were?
What do you want?
What do you want? I'm so disgusted you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will? I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. But there has to be something to look at. There has to be something for me to look at. What? Excuse me, Makoto, open the locker. Why? He doesn't want to open the locker. I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train. Sure, but I'll look at everything else. A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Is there legit, like, nothing to look at here? Okay. Oh, shoot. Was that it? I could have sworn I was supposed to find a picture somewhere.
This is a school announcement. announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
I feel like I'm missing some information. Do I get more time?
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
To the gym. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Wait. Should we go get Kyoko? Kyoko wouldn't have heard that. Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Oh no, is Monokuma lying to them? Hero's very impressionable. You can't tell him lies. He'll just believe them. Why am I by myself? Where is everybody? What happened to everyone come to the gym ASA possible?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Hello, are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope on the ground. Oh, the envelope. Oh, look at that. It has my name on it and everything. This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't you worry, just get on with it.
What does it say? Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. I'm not in it. Rude. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file, Mukuro Ikusaba? And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. We're all wearing matching uniforms. Meanwhile, I don't know, Junko's blazer is a different color and Celeste is wearing the exact same clothes she always does. It's not exactly matching. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling?
I've read this word before. Soliloquy? I don't remember what it means, but I've read this word before. Soliloquy of yours. Hamlet. Soliloquy. Soliloquy? Soliloquy.
What are you gonna do?
Is it like muttering? Or like a monologue? It means like continuous talking of some sort. Similar to a monologue, okay.
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I don't know what that says. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Okay, I got a group photo. Cool. Cool beans. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Lame. So now should I check up on Kyoko? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay, now I need to find everyone? Is that what I'm getting? Okay, I have to find everybody. Aoi is in the dining hall. Ba, 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 ba. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Mukoto! Sorry, gotta go. Why is everyone avoiding me? What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Ina, hi. Why won't you talk to me? Wow, okay. One down, I guess. Let's ask Byakuya. He probably won't run away, right? He seems calm and collected. Whoops, I accidentally examined the books behind him. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, wait! Of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Wow. What did I do? I made everyone mad. It's probably the photos that they got. Where are... There's Hiro. Hiro's already scared of us. I'm sure he'll run away again. Hey, Hiro! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me, like he was afraid of me. Why? What the hey? Toko? Maybe? I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Oh, did she open one of the drawers? What are those called? Drawers? Cabinets? Caskets? I don't even know what to call those. Huh? Toko? Oh shoot, there is one that's open. Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Hi, Genocide Jack. Hi. Huh! It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? Absolutely not. No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Absolutely not. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Oh no, it's more like half. No, it's more like half. That's not how math works.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. He walked away from me. He's ignoring me. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around here somewhere doing his own investigation.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I
I'm on
knew it.
fire.
I knew it. I'm totally pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta go. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. I'm sure he loves being by himself. And there she goes. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ugh, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. I wonder if it's this door that's open. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Oh, hey,
Right.
why were you in the shadows like that? She faints so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto,
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen,
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
it would seem...
it's a morgue. Thank you. I clarified that last time I was here. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason came
It
clear.
would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good
Makoto.
idea. Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, and suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen,
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Oh, Mukuro's corpse. Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assume we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess?
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto,
I need to do my own examination of the body as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
so then...
Why don't you just wait over there and let you know, and I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it. What do I do? Like, what do I do when I'm waiting? Do I talk to you again and pretend that I waited? I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to look at. Da, 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 da. Oh, whoops. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights? 9... Were there 9 bodies? Hang on. I have to do some mental math here. Sayaka, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Celeste, Taka, Hifumi, Sakura. Did I miss one? Mukuro. Junko. There should be 10. Da, da, da.
It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Talk to her again? I should ask Kyoko. No, I already initiated this conversation. Da, da, da.
Because
Okay, how do I wait over here? I already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly, ... Oh, tarps! You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed, and if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Okay. Are you ready to talk now? Sweet. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was
Indeed.
fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were afflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give. It, like, several days and many months is very different.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days with simply
However-
old. But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then,
Well, what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
at
What?
the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they
In
can.
other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Please, tell me. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's file, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get it all right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So
indeed.
then... And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Interesting.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah,
So
I think
then-
so. Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait. Are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So, for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to you... Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh, her notebook. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Whoa, 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 do it now, do it now. Before she leaves. Hey, Kyoko, I did one last thing. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have
What?
to ask. Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad ever, even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So.
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the
Indeed.
dorms? I do, yes. But to get to any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because.
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers, and if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true.
Could that mean that video is real? What video? Video? I want to know about this video. Rat, thank you for contributing to another Breath of the Wild stream.
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? Ooh, I want to watch it. Urgent interviews. Thank you for contributing to another baking stream. And it says class number 78, urgent interviews.
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. To the AV room!
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In other
Ramble.
words.
So, as it turns out, the arrangements I've made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life, and all because of the mastermind.
However.
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with this death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah,
Hey.
you're right. But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you
Makoto.
mean? Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. To the AV room. I am not walking all the way there. That's too far. Holly, thank you for contributing to another baking stream and another Breath of the Wild stream. Nope, that's the nurse's office. I think I'm going the wrong way. I know the layout of this school. Okay, here we go. What's on the DVD? This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. Is the TV turned on? I stared into the black monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Ooh, it's Sayaka. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Then. Are you ready to begin?
Headmaster's voice actor sounds familiar. The voice I heard was the man positioned on one of the side screens. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know.
It's the politician from P5.
I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Absolutely not. You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder, so why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Hey, it's me! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I, the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
The headmaster sounds like he's either like recited this so often or has practiced it so often. It kind of sounds automated. I don't know. It sounds automated.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter, failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone, and at that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So that means I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Okay. Oh shoot, is that it?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black.
Oh, well, that was starting to be a beautiful conversation.
There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Pause the final countdown. Na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. I guess I'm the first one this time. You're early, Makoto. I was legit next
Listen.
door. Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, Byakuya? Byakuya? Still ignoring me. They arrived, one after another, and they were all in the same state of shock. What the hey, Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late.
I'm
Ooh,
on
strong silent masters. So wonderful, so cool, so hot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down.
Yes!
Now listen, everyone. Everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. With my scissor shape... My scissor sharp scissors. My scissor sharp scissors? With my scissor sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what Master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Achoo! Oh, well, never mind. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see. Okay, well then, let's begin. This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, maximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square, and I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious dribble. Begin the trial already.
Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away.
Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Is everyone mad? Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. They all think it's me.
Hey.
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However.
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However.
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
So...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Started making my way towards the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend, deeper and deeper, 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 deeper still, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. I think it's going deeper and deeper. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh, it's very glum in here. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. But I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin.